Now where did we leave off? Right. In the last part of our story, we continued seeing our 3 humans wandering the underground, this time entering Snowdin. As usual, Clover and I were tagging along together until we weren't. They ended up running off on their own path despite me trying to help them. As for the others, Varik and Mysteryman decided to seek out the Honeydew Resort to find Clover and Raine, only for the duo to meet many new faces along the way, such as Mo, a con artist raccoon, Trapjaw, a self-centered bounty hunter, and Refill, the leader of a gang called the Shufflers. Raine and Dalv also went to the Honeydew Resort, where Raine helped Dalv better at his social skills and met another member of the Shufflers named Toast. And at last, Clover met the 3rd member of the Shufflers, a cup named Dave, and then proceeded to encounter a soldier from the Royal Guard named Martlet, despite me telling them not to do that. I mean, seriously, does this kid listen? Anyways, the humans managed to get their way through the blizzards in town to their destinations. Yeah, you can tell I'm salty, huh?
Hey, Mystery Man.
Yeah?
You know how we're very clearly in the mountains right now?
Yes. What about it?
Do you think it's possible that because we're so far up compared to before, we could just find another hole that leads to the surface? Like, why can't we just do that here after finding the kids instead of going all the way to Asgore?
Varik, if we found out about something like that, we likely would have been trying to get there already.
Fair enough. Alright, so how much longer until we get to this Halloween place?
Halloween?
Oh, right. You called it Hallows Eve earlier. It's the same holiday, we just have a different name for it.
Ooh, that sounds lovely. So, you humans also go around dressing up as a royal guard for Hallows Eve?
Not quite. No offense, but humans, well, they dress up as anything they want nowadays, but they typically go as monsters.
Wait, really? Well, that's not something I was expecting.
I'm sure it wasn't, but the monsters that we see on the surface haven't looked like anyone I've come across down here. I knew that you guys were different from the ones I met before when I heard of the legend. But even then, I thought that you were all going to still look scary. Though, I'd take you guys over the previous ones I saw before I came down here.
Monsters on the surface?
Look, it's a complicated story.
How about we get back to talking about Hallows Eve? Do you humans at least still get candy?
Oh yeah, like trick-or-treating?
We call it souling down here. But basically, monsters knock on the doors of everyone else's houses and get candy.
Yup, we do that too.
Ah, nice. Ooh, by the way, I think we might be here, Varik. I don't recall entering the village through this path last year, but this does look sort of familiar to me.
Is that so? Maybe we could get something else to eat later while we're here then.
I could go for a sweet treat.
Yeah, I bet you could.
Ah, so you've taken interest in the grave, huh?
I was just looking. Did you know this guy, Mysteryman?
You could say I knew this Chujin fellow in passing.
You, don't really sound too thrilled about that.
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Just getting some flashbacks to the good old days, you know?
Sure.
You know, you really shouldn't be disturbing the resting grounds of the deceased, especially one belonging to someone in my family.
Sorry, we were just trying to get to Sakura Village.
Well, you're certainly not fully there yet. I do not know how you two came through this way into the mountains, but I do not appreciate trespassers, especially those from humans.
And there we have it. Another remark on how I'm a human.
Oh. We apologize greatly for the intrusion, madam. I'm just a magician that travels throughout the underground. I came here for the Hallows Eve festival like I did last year, but I forgot the way to get there.
I'd be inclined to believe you, but I am still not sure if I trust your companion. What is this human's purpose for being down here? Doesn't he know that Sakura Village will surely apprehend him and execute him?
My name is Varik. I'm looking for 2 other humans.
You wouldn't have happened to see them, right, ma'am?
2 other humans are down here too. That is greatly surprising to me. Usually only one human has fallen as opposed to multiple ones. And there's been no confirmation that any of them were caught.
Not to our knowledge.
They seem to always be a couple of steps ahead of us. We just got here from Snowden.
And you've gotten past the royal guard there, I presume.
We met a bounty hunter who tried to apprehend us, but I don't think that guy worked for the guard.
Well, I've got some advice for you, swordsman. Take heed in this village. My nephew is a member of the guard, and he does not take kindly to humanity.
What? Mysteryman, I thought you said that Sakura Village didn't have anyone from the royal guard.
Don't blame me. It's not like I knew he was gonna be here. Besides, even with, wait, what is your name?
Please, just call me Keiko.
Right. Well, look, Varik, even with Keiko's nephew around, this is still a better route to take over Waterfall. Besides, maybe we could try to reason with him?
Good luck with that. My nephew has a thick skull. Getting him to listen to reason is almost impossible.
Well, as his aunt, don't you have at least a somewhat stable relationship with him?
It can be complicated, but I suppose, yes, we can manage most of the time. I do not care for his attitude, though, and I believe you two won't either.
Hey, can I ask a question?
What is it, magician?
With all the talk you've had about your Royal Guard nephew and how you're not too fond of him, you're not gonna turn Varik and I into him, right?
Well, I am not normally very open to humans. But that being said, your mission seems noble enough. And while I am not pleased with you trespassing, you seem to be acquainted enough with my son-in-law. You cannot stay in the village, but I can take you to the Dark Zone. It is a cavern located at the end of the village. Rarely any monsters step foot in there. But if you take the correct path, you will end up in the mines of the dunes.
Alright then. Just give me a minute to talk to my friend. Mysteryman, should we really trust Keiko? I don't think she's gonna stick to her promise.
Quite honestly, I really don't know either, Varik. I mean, she's literally a kitsune, and kitsunes are not known for being very reliable.
Well, At least she seems to have a decent idea on where to go in order to leave the village. But we don't even know if she's gonna help us find Clover and the girl.
I suppose we just tag along and find out. We've come this far, and Trapjaw was a really tough guy to get past. Why should Keiko or her nephew be any different?
Alright, fine.
I can sense that you two are not completely trustworthy of me.
Could you really blame us, though?
I suppose not, wandering swordsman. The three of us are all strangers, after all. That being said, I am more forgiving than most in Sakura Village. I don't believe we'll have any issues during our temporary alliance.
If you say so.
Check this out. I made a raft just for this sort of occasion. Really, it needs some more testing, but this is an emergency.
Whoa, so cool.
Let's not wait around. Hop on.
Right. Why didn't you have time to make a really cool raft like this with all your royal guarding?
A royal guard must be balanced in everything, including their time. That's what it says right on page 49 of the handbook.
So, what led you to joining the royal guard anyways?
Well, truthfully, I needed a job. Not that I don't have respect for the royal guard and what they do, but that was the initial reasoning.
I mean, if I were a monster, I think I'd join the royal guard. Y'all are so cool, laying down the law and looking good while doing it.
Yes, but you have to be careful too. It can be a really dangerous job.
Really?
Yep.
How so?
Okay, I guess as a puzzle maker, I didn't get into much trouble until I met you. But it can be. I used to have a really close friend named Chujin. Or rather, he was more like a mentor. And anyways, when I joined the Royal Guard, he kinda got mad at me, saying I was putting myself in harm's way. We, sort of stopped talking after that. Of course, now he's, that's besides the point.
I'm sorry about your friend.
It's alright. Sometimes you just gotta let things go.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you something else. How did you know about Raine's name?
Well, I got a heads up from this really annoying bounty hunter guy named Trapjaw that there was a human at the Honeydew Resort. So I went over there to check for them, and I heard that there was a human there named Raine, but I couldn't seem to find them.
Martlet?
You must not know where the Honeydew Resort is. Well, it's...
Martlet, look behind you.
Huh? Behind us should be Hotland.
Yes, but I think it goes down.
What do you mean?
It goes down like a waterfall.
What? No, why is the water speeding up?
It do go down, it do go down.
Yeah! Hold on to something!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ah! With all this rain, my clothes are gonna get soaked.
Oh, sorry. I've only been to the waterfall once or twice. I forgot an umbrella was necessary. Although, they tend to keep them lying around everywhere. If we keep walking, I think we'll find one.
Do you hear that?
Oh dear. That must have been one of the gods. We gotta skedaddle.
I could have sworn I heard somebody having a conversation over here. Maybe it was just those dumb kids again.
That was scary.
Dalv, who was that? Do you know him?
No, I haven't seen that guy in my life.
You said he's one of the guards. What does that mean? Is he actively trying to look for us?
Well, us specifically, I can't say for sure. Aside from Lola, I don't think anyone else in Snowdin really paid attention to us. But, well, I suppose yes, that guy would be hunting us down. The royal guard is always on the prowl for humans.
I do know there's another human down here somewhere.
Huh? What are you talking about, Raine?
Before I met you in the ruins, I was running away from another human who was chasing me to the mountain where you guys are. They had a hat, a gun, and a yellow bandana. I was kind of scared of them, so I just fell down and ignored them. But they fell down right after me. Because I overheard them talking to another monster, and then the both of them left to try and find me, and I met a talking flower, and then we just kind of went our separate ways, and then I met you.
Oh my, that sounds, quite distressing. I don't ever recall seeing this other human or a talking flower in the Dark Ruins, but I suppose I don't really recall meeting anyone else down there at all.
I'm really sorry, Dalv. I should have told you about this earlier in Snowdin.
It is what it is. Let's hope that guard was looking for the other human you mentioned. If they have a weapon, then they are surely causing some sort of trouble. But nonetheless, we should make sure that we are not being followed. I thought it would be pretty nice to take a stroll through here, to get to Hotland and then to the king. But maybe we should try to get out of the waterfall as quickly as we can.
Right. We should get a move on. Who's there? Ah! Oh, it's only a dog.
Huh, that's strange. Although he is somewhat cute.
Yeah.
I think that dog is trying to give us directions.
What? Are you sure it's safe to follow it?
Honestly, I'm not sure. But you showed me back at the Honeydew Resort that it can be good to take risks. Plus, we need to make our way out of here anyways. We might as well see where they lead us.
Alright.
What is so urgent that you had to meet with me during my lunch break?
Do not worry, Royal Guardsman. Trapjaw believes you will be most pleased by Trapjaw's news.
Well, what is it? Spit it out.
As you know, Trapjaw was doing his usual patrol around Snowdin when he came across two different humans. One was a purple-haired child that was heading into the Honeydew Resort. Strangely, Trapjaw believes she was accompanied by the Snowden incident victim. His name? I do not remember, nor do I care for at this moment. Trapjaw informed the bird about the situation, but knowing her, the human is likely still on the loose.
A human? I suppose that makes giving up my lunch somewhat worth it.
But wait, the plot continues to thicken. As Trapjaw was investigating further, he found a second human. This one was an adult. His name is Varik. Trapjaw faced off with him, but it seems Trapjaw's cannon may need a few more upgrades.
I understand this second human is an adult, but that should be nothing that the soul splitter cannon that the royal scientist gave you cannot overcome.
Trapjaw seems to have forgotten to mention Varik is a fellow bounty hunter and a swordsman, one that I may respect for his skill, a well-trained fighter indeed. Plus, Trapjaw was this close to winning before being forced to retreat.
Right. Such a dangerous human is certainly after the king. I'll be sure to be on the lookout and inform the rest of the guard. What?
Shouldn't Trapjaw be receiving a payment for relaying such information to the guard?
You are too slow to the draw this time. You should have asked that before you told me.
Unfortunate. Trapjaw will see to it next time.
Alright, so, where do you think your nephew is?
Wherever he wants to be. Nobotushi is very rambunctious. I don't even know how he managed to get into the Royal Guard. The standard is so low they'll let anyone in nowadays. I'd love to talk to his parents to get him out of it, but that'll probably destroy their ego. To some, it's fun to brag about having family in the Guard.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how dangerous is your nephew? I mean, Nobotushi.
Oh, well, a 10, I suppose.
Excuse me?
Well, swordsman, surely you've heard the phrase never underestimate the power of stupid monsters. Or, well, humans in your case.
Ah, so he's extremely wild like that.
Correct. Nobotushi doesn't really demonstrate the proper code a member of the Royal Guard normally would. He just relies on brute force. I suppose that means he has an advantage in unpredictability, though.
Hey, you guys. I got a little baggie of candy. Do you want some?
Depends. What flavors are in there?
They've got root beer flavored lollipops in here. Hey, that's close enough to regular beer, right?
There's still a huge difference.
Well, they have cherry. Do you like cherry also?
Alright, I'll take it.
Despite Nobotushi lingering here somewhere, I do still enjoy these festivals. They remind me of the times when my granddaughter Kanako used to visit.
The kids grow out of it eventually.
That's the thing. Kanako was still fairly young when I last saw her.
Like, toddler young?
Yes, she was about 6 when she last came by, if memory serves me correctly. My daughter, Suroba, used to bring her here a lot, and they would stay the night over at my cottage and leave to go back to their home in the Oasis Valley the next morning. She looked really cute in her little costumes. One year she even came dressed as a sponge cake. Apparently her friend ate that a lot. I really do miss her. Things just haven't been the same ever since Jujin passed. I wonder what the two of them are up to now.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I respect the sponge cake costume, though.
I pray that things will change in the future. That being said, if you manage to get past the dark zone and into the dunes, please tell my dear Soroba and Kanako that I said hi.
That lollipop was good. Anyways, yeah, sure, we'll do that for you.
Sorry to switch gears on the topic, but which way should we be heading to get to the dark zone again?
Alright, my apologies. We must be heading east, and let's hope that Nobotushi doesn't force us in the other direction.
No need to worry. We have a sword that can destroy planets.
What?
My sword is called the Planet Buster. Let's just say your nephew doesn't want to be pitted against this. It's quite brutal.
Well, a brutal lesson is just what Nobotushi needs. If you don't want to use your sword, have you considered using one of your belts, swordsman?
What?
Your belts. You have 2 of them. Just unbuckle one and use it to whip my nephew's arrogant ass.
Wow, that was kinda wild to say.
It's how the bloodline has been for ages, magician, dating back to the Great War between humans and monsters. My family has been trained to be extremely well versed in martial arts. Even my daughter picked up on the hobby. Her father always roughhoused with her. The Kitsunata bloodline was always very formal and disciplined. We were devoted, decisive, and most important of all, determined.
Ah, man. What the heck happened back there, Martlet? I think I have a concussion. Martlet? Martlet?
She ain't here, Gunhat.
Flowey?
Howdy again, Clover. Did you miss me?
Did you do something to her? Are you still seriously mad over what happened before I went on the raft?
Hey, chill out, Clover. No, I didn't do anything to that bird brain. Look, I'll admit, I was a bit short-tempered back there, so I am sorry for that, but you need to understand that she isn't reliable, unlike me. Speaking of which, you said you felt like you had a concussion. Let me get you saved here. Feel any better?
Yeah, thanks, Flowey.
No problem. Back to Martlet, though. I know you thought that she would know where Raine is, but that is extremely dangerous. Being the klutz that she is, she could have led you somewhere completely different where Raine never was in the first place. Not to mention, if I'm not there, then who's gonna be able to save for you if something bad happens? You really gotta value your life, you know.
Okay, I get that, but if you're concerned about saving, then why not come along with Martlet and I? We could all be a team together.
Not really my thing. I don't particularly like to be around a lot of other monsters. They always get in the way. Not just Martlet, but I'm assuming you saw how Toriel was in the ruins. She was probably always stopping you to solve those nonsense kid puzzles.
You don't have to talk about them like that. They're just trying to help at the end of the day.
Well, they don't know how to help properly. That's why I prefer us to be our own little duo, okay?
Fine.
Good. Thanks for the understanding, pal. I knew you were a level-headed kiddo. Now, to find out where we landed.
It looks like there's a lot of sand ahead of us.
Oh, brother, we're probably in the dunes now. That's just fantastic.
Hey, I remember hearing about that. A DC Cup told me about this place when I played air hockey against him.
Did you beat him?
Yeah, he had no arms.
Nice.
Anyways, what's wrong with the dunes?
The climate here is absolutely horrid, especially for a flower like me, and I highly doubt you packed a water bottle or something. You're gonna get dehydrated fast, bucko.
Oh crap, you're right. Actually, the one thing I packed with me was a gun and some bullets.
Good to know we've still got more firepower. Not that we'd be in danger. I mean, I'd still be able to save, but, you know, hey, the more the merrier.
So, where do we go from here?
We just gotta get to Hotland. The thing that sucks about the dunes is that it's the longest route to get to Asgore. If that raft didn't crash on you, I could have met you up at the entrance by now.
Darn, Martlet did say it had to go through more testing before it could have been used.
Well, that's what you get for teaming up with a dumbass royal guard.
Okay, Flowey, I get it.
Oh, jeez. My perfectly good raft. Oh no. No. This is not good. Where's Clover? I forgot humans can't fly. I wonder how they even get around like that. Only on legs? No, Martlet, you're getting off track. You need to look for Clover. If, I knew where I was. Well, I better get moving if I want to cover all that ground. Don't worry, Clover, I'm coming.
This place is very secluded. Maybe if I found out this was here, I would have moved into this shack instead of the ruins.
Do you live here? So, why are we here then?
You two piqued my curiosity.
Whoa, hang on, you can talk?
Contrary to popular belief, yes.
Why are you so surprised, Dalv?
It's a little weird to say, I suppose. I don't know if it's the same on the surface for you, but monsters tend to have pets sometimes. They aren't very common, but they aren't known for talking. They usually have their own little languages that most of us can't understand. I thought this dog here would have been the same way.
I guess I am a little shocked too. Pets on the surface don't talk either, but I got so used to seeing weird stuff down here that I assumed this guy talking was just normal.
Ah, well, now that that's all cleared up, I might as well introduce myself. I am Sir Nuzzles. Don't call me by my full name, just say Nuzzles, please.
Nice to meet you, Nuzzles. I'm Dalv.
And I'm Raine.
Good. Now then, please make yourselves comfortable.
Nuzzles! I'm gonna cook us some lunch!
Goodness gracious me, who is that? And why does she scream so loud?
As we have guests, please don't be obnoxious around them.
Ooh, guests! Let me see them! Let me see them!
You can't see anything, Paz.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Actually, I can't see what I'm making for lunch either. Can you make it, Nuzzles?
Well, I know how to cook. I can make your lunch if you, promise not to hurt us.
Oh, thank you, human!
Wait, how did you know I was a human when you can't see?
I may not be able to see, but I can sense a strong type of soul in you. One that's more powerful than a monster's soul.
In case you couldn't tell, you two should be a bit mindful about Paz. She can be quite unstable. After all, she did burn down our previous house.
You think?
Oh my goodness. What happened with that?
Paz and I used to live in a forest that bordered the end of Snowdon near the beginning of Waterfall. It was full of many pink trees. Beautiful place, really. But then one day, Paz was trying to make some corn chowder and, started a fire in the kitchen, which then escalated everywhere else. After that, we went home searching and located here in Waterfall. It's not as pretty as our other house, but it serves its purpose.
That is devastating.
Indeed.
Can you hurry up already? I'm getting a rumbly in my tummy!
I should get started on her lunch then.
Ah, yes, it seems you should. It's on the counter over there.
So, going back to earlier, you said that Raine and I piqued your interest. What exactly do you want from the two of us? We are trying to get out of the waterfall now that we've spotted I think the two of us are a member of the Royal Guard.
Ah, you must be talking about Carrion then. He's a big fellow, but I can assure you he won't be coming back here at any time soon. He's a strong guard, but I don't think he really cares to fully learn the ins and outs of his protocol, so he tends to never visit these hidden places unless absolutely necessary.
That's good at least.
Now, for as I wanted to see you, let's just say that your friend over there cooking has a striking resemblance to the last human.
Yes, she kind of does.
I think we should talk about it.
How are you coming along, travelers?
Fine, I suppose. Thanks for checking in.
It's nothing, swordsman. Anyways, we're nearly halfway through the village. Let's continue to lay low like this.
Aunt Keiko, where are you?
Kusa! It's Nobotushi. Both of you, go hide over there, before he comes around the corner.
Aunt Keiko, there you are. I've been looking all over for you.
What do you want, Nobotushi?
Well, I just figured I'd drop by so my aunt could see her favorite nephew in all of the underground.
Is that all? Please do not tell me you have come here to waste my time, boy.
Well, excuse me, Aunt Keiko. I really came by to wish you a happy Hallows Eve. The Royal Guard has finally lifted my probation to guard the festival this year.
Oh, joy.
Oh, joy indeed, Aunt Keiko. I, Nobotushi Aketsuku, the daredevil Firefox, am finally going to get recognized as an honorable Royal Guard.
Good lord, this guy is really insufferable. I know, he's really big too. Not gonna lie, I'm not sure if we're gonna survive him if we have to encounter him. Shh, just keep watching.
You are still far from honorable in my eyes, Nobotushi. How did you manage to convince the guard to even lift your probation after that one incident you had?
Oh, okay. Well, technically, I didn't give a reason to get out of probation. The guard they wanted for the festival called in sick, so they had me come to fill in.
As I thought. Well, take this as a blessing in disguise, and as a life lesson, Nobotushi. I better not get any news from anyone that you did something utterly stupid in that festival, like using your naginata to steal a chocolate bar.
Alright, I get it, Aunt Keiko. I'm supposed to be more proper and devoted and all that jazz, but you have nothing to worry about. I'm a changed monster. I'll see you at the festival.
Varik, I think I have to sneeze. Mystery Man, no!
Aunt Keiko, what was that?
Oh dear, I'm not sure. Nobotushi, we were probably just hearing things.
What, are you deaf, old lady? Someone clearly sneezed in the sakura bushes over there.
Oh, great. Thanks for blowing our cover, Mystery Man.
Wait, Varik, don't!
Oh, no. Who the hell is Varik?
Oh, hello there. Don't mind me. I'm just, looking at the Sakura bushes. I must be allergic to them. So sorry to disturb you. I'll be on my way now. Goodbye.
Hey, I'm not done asking questions. I've never even seen you in Sakura Village before. You must be some sort of bandit. Wait a minute.
What's up?
I smell blood. A human has been here.
No, there's no humans here.
You're lying to me. You're lying to the Royal Guard. Speak up, mage. Why are there traces of humans sent here?
Please let me go. I beg for mercy. Please.
Nobotushi, is quite enough. Release him this instant.
No. This guy here knows there's a human around here. There he is! Ow!
Hang on, Varik. Wait for me.
Ugh. Fantastic. I really can't seem to escape a fight in this place, can I?
Hello again, swordsman. You're not hurt, are you?
How'd you get here so quickly?
I have my ways.
Where's Mystery Man?
I'm sure he'll find his way to us soon. He barely escaped Nobotushi.
We were almost dead meat back there. How come you didn't do more to divert his attention?
I'm not good with creating lies off the top of my head. Besides, even if I did, he wouldn't have listened to what I had to say. Plus, I can't look like I'm a traitor now, can I?
Fair enough. He's not gonna find us here, right? He was screaming at the top of his lungs about how he could smell me.
Well, not if I give this to you. It's not much, and its ability is quite limited. But this potion can help cover up your scent for only a little while. I planned to give this to you earlier in the village, but I suppose it was better for me to save it until now.
Thanks.
There you are. Shh. Keiko, no offense, but I really don't like your nephew.
Not a lot of monsters do.
We really need to come up with a plan. Nobotushi is not gonna rest until he has my head.
Yeah, really. What's his problem anyway? I know just about every monster down here has a grudge against humans, but not everyone is so bloodthirsty like him.
Well, unfortunately, we can partially blame that on the one whose grave you saw earlier, Chujin Kitsukane, my daughter Suroba's husband. His ideology somewhat influenced Nobotushi.
So, this Chujin guy really hated humans too?
Hatred is an understatement. More like despise. Nobody in the village was safe from hearing about his ramblings on how we needed to take more effective action against them.
I understand hating the humans for trapping us down here, but doesn't that sound sort of excessive?
I don't know. I shouldn't speak ill of those who are dead, but Chujin was always... He wasn't a bad man, but he was always caught up with his work. I don't think it was good for Suroba. Sometimes it really felt like a lot of the choices she made were echoes of Chujin's, moving away from the village being one of them. Wherever he went and whatever he did, my daughter followed. At least her friend Starlo had a character based on respect. I feel my daughter had more free will hanging around him.
Is Starlo somebody else we need to keep an eye on too?
Huh? Oh, no. I apologize for getting off track. Starlo isn't here in the village. He lives in the dunes. But I do remember that less than enthusiastic look on his face when he came to my daughter's wedding here. But never mind that. Now that Nobotushi is gallivanting around for a fight with us, we should get back on our main route to the Dark Zone.
I agree. I do not want to be choked again. Seriously, I thought my lungs were gonna burst.
Well, I think we're on a good path at the moment. We seem to have shaken Nobotushi off of our trail enough for now. That potion must have really worked.
Right, enough idle chatter, boys. Let's go.
Mope, we're gonna totally get fried by this sun. Wait, how does the sun even exist if we're underground?
The underground is more complicated than you think, Clover.
Clearly.
To sum it up, we have this large place called the core. It acts as the underground's main power source. The guy who used to run it was a genius. Eventually, as the core advanced, monsters found other ways to emulate the different types of weathers that you have on the surface down here in the underground. That sun you see is actually something called a swelter stone. All the more to make us feel at home.
Whoa, that's actually really cool. I'm impressed, Flowey.
As you should be. But anyways, I agree. That swelter stone is gonna tire us out eventually. Even if I save and load, it's still not gonna change the fact that we don't have any rations.
Yeah, maybe Martlet had something. I'll admit, I would still feel a bit better if she was here. At least we could be lost together.
Clover, we went over this already.
Alright.
Did somebody say they were dehydrated?
Who the heck are you?
Wham! Bam! It's me, your boy Mo. Hey, wait a minute. Are you a human also?
Yes, I am a human.
Hey! You know, I just met another one of yours earlier back in Snowden. He looked like a strong fella. Had a red scarf and a cool-looking blue sword on his back. You know him, kid?
Wait. I think I do.
Clover, what's going on?
I don't know, Flowey, just hang on.
Come on! He had brown hair covering his eyes and everything. Surely you gotta know. Surely.
Holy crap, he really is down here?
Looks like you do know him.
Clover, calm down!
Flowey, remember when we first met in the ruins and how I told you I wanted to be a hero like that Varik guy? He's down here. This raccoon met him in Snowden.
Oh, well, that's certainly interesting to know.
Excuse me, but you need to tell me more. When did he get here? Where is he now?
Whoa there, gunslinger. Take it easy. I know you're very excited because of some really cool info that your boy Mo told you, but I want you to take a gander at my little selection here first.
If I look at what you have to sell, will you tell me what I need to know?
Sure, sounds like a deal, kid. So as you know, Hallows Eve is coming right around the corner, and everyone wants a bit of a sweet treat.
Don't you mean Halloween?
Halloween, Hallows Eve, Schmallow-Eve, whatever. Like potato. But hey, just like that sword friend you seem to know, you also look like a very hungry little guy. So why don't you spare a real good look at some of the food I've got here for you?
Alright, I took a look at the candy, Mr. Mo.
And don't you want to buy any of it?
Well, no.
Well, why not?
We're in the middle of a desert. All this candy is gonna get melted the second I touch it. And I really don't want to get chocolate on my pistol.
Fine. You want to stop? Stop all you want. Because it'll be a long way until you get to the next tourist attraction.
Do you at least have water?
Well, not exactly. But I have a good alternative. Your buddy bought some from me earlier. Would you perhaps care for apple juice? It's in the season for Hallows Eve as well.
Better than nothing, I suppose. Knock yourself out, Clover.
Alright, I'll take that then. Now tell me what I need to know about Varik.
Ah, yes. Your dear old pal, Varik. Well, you see, gunslinger, I was just minding my own business, selling my stuff like the dapper entrepreneur I am, then he came strolling downtown in Snowden with another monster. A green wizard? You know, the both of them just couldn't resist the allure of my awesome shop, so they came up to me begging for some apple juice. Your friend paid his gold, his goods, and then left.
That was all he did? He didn't explain why he was in the underground?
Ah, who am I to know what everyone does down here? As long as business comes to me, I really don't care who it's from.
Do you at least know where he went after meeting you?
Nope.
Rats. Looks like we'll have to find him ourselves, Flowey. Nice to meet you, Mo.
Wait! You forgot your apple juice! Oh!
If you know what's good for you, you'll say nothing.
Yes, sir.
I got you that apple juice for free, pal. You can thank me later.
Oh, thanks, Flowey. Maybe Varik is in the East Mines.
Clover, we have no idea where he is. But given this seems to be the only path we can take for now, we don't really have a choice on which way to go now, do we?
I suppose not, sorry. I'm just really excited that my idol is down here and all that. I'm sure once we meet him, finding Raine and getting to the surface will be a piece of cake.
I'd hope so. This Varik guy probably means business if he has a giant blue sword.
Oh well, when I was on the surface, he had just gotten back from a mission where he ended up having to hunt down a mad scientist because he made these really weird fake monsters that went around killing everybody. But then he stepped in and saved everyone. It takes a lot of courage to do something like that.
He killed monsters?
Oh yeah, they were hurting everyone in Tucson. Sorry if that bothers you. I'm sure that they weren't the same types of monsters that you guys are.
Oh, no. I understand, Clover. I'm just thinking to myself. Let's go to those mines, shall we?
Sure.
Looks like this is only gonna get even better as time goes on. I also hope we get to meet Varik soon.
So, Nuzzles, what do you know about the last human?
I know that they caused an awful disturbance in Snowden, and then they disappeared.
That's right. In fact, I was the one attacked by that human.
Really now? Well then, I suppose you could take this story as closure, Dalv.
Hey, human! While Nuzzles is over there blabbering about his old-timey stories, why don't you come over here and play some Super Smashing Fighters with me?
Super what?
Super Smashing Fighters!
No thanks, Paz. I think I'll listen to the story. It sounds more important.
Blah! You're no fun!
Let's get back on topic. I know that human ran away after I protected her.
That human came here to Waterfall. I saw her with my own eyes.
What?
Oh dear.
It's true. Wasn't long before she killed, though.
Did you kill her?
I did not. But I saw who did.
Was it Paz?
Golly, I wish!
Pat, please!
Thanks a lot.
She doesn't mean any of it. Just ignore literally anything she says.
Alright, enough. Just tell us what happened.
Right. It was a couple of weeks ago. You recall sitting out by the house when the human ran into view. Shortly after, some sort of robot bolted behind her. Then, everything happened at once. The robot charged up a fireball and shot it at the human. Minutes later, someone else arrived at the scene.
Axis, there you are. You...
Creator, I have fulfilled your task.
Oh my goodness.
Is something wrong, Creator?
No, Axis. This is... Well, you know what? It's fine, Axis. Your work was astounding today.
Thank you, Creator. Do you have any other wishes?
No. Please, just go back home. I'll meet you there.
As you wish, Creator.
And now, I have a human soul in my possession. I'll have to hide this for now. Nobody can know this happened.
I don't think the figure ever saw me. I'm honestly not quite sure why I never told anyone about this. Perhaps it was fated that I didn't speak of it until now.
So, the human is just around here somewhere? Dead?
Her soul is probably in the hands of the king by now. As for the body, yes, it's likely out in Waterfall somewhere.
Here's your food, Paz.
Ah! Thank you, human! Yum 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 yum.
Oh, goodness.
I understand your uneasiness, Dalv. I imagine this would be a tough pill to swallow.
Wait, Dalv, where are you going? Listen to me, I know this is really hard to take in, but you need to calm down.
Calm down? Raine, I thought I could get past these, but even when I try to forget, the incident always haunts me.
Dalv, we came this far. You came this far. You can't stop now. What happened to all the courage you had in the ruins?
But I can't stop thinking about it. The way she hurt me. I can almost feel the pain again. And Kanako, she could have gotten hurt.
Dalv, what are you doing? Dalv, Dalv! Dalv, wake up!
What is going on here?
He fainted.
Dear Lord, we must bring him inside. Paz, get out here!
What is it, Nuzzles?
One of our guests has fainted. Help us bring him inside.
But I can't see.
Then just try to feel for him and help Raine pick him up, okay?
Fine.
Phew, the fog is starting to come down, huh?
Don't get cold feet, magician. We are almost at the dark zone.
Thank God.
Human, I know you're here somewhere. Show yourself now so I can kick your ass.
I spoke too soon.
Oh man, do we really have to do this again?
Yes, magician, we do.
Aha! By the order of the Royal Guard, you three are under arrest.
You'll never take me alive!
Mysteryman, shut up!
Yeah, really, man, shut the hell up. Wait a minute. Odd Keiko, you're with them?
Hello again, Nobotushi.
What the hell are you thinking? A human is standing over there.
Quiet! Nobotushi, these travelers are not causing any harm to the village. I'm merely escorting them.
Well, it sure doesn't look like you're escorting them to the right place, old lady. Or are you leading them to the dark zone? Looks to me like you're trying to help them escape.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Forget this. You've gone fully senile now, Keiko. I'll deal with you later when I finish cutting down your little escapees.
Good God, you really are dishonored to the Royal Guard if you speak to your family like that.
You have zero right to speak, human. How dare you call me dishonored when humankind dishonored all of us by sealing us underground?
Hey, don't talk to my friend like that. He's not as bad as you think he is.
And you aren't any better. You call this man your friend? You're just as much of a traitor to us. Just like how I found out my good-for-nothing aunt is. Get out of my way! So human. I'm going to end this. You must be who the green guy referred to as Varik. Is that your name?
It is. Now you better start pointing that blade away from my throat, or things are gonna get very ugly.
Oh, and here you are, making threats! How typical of a human.
Nobotushi, cease this disgraceful behavior at once.
Leave me alone, Keiko. Let me do my damn job for once without spouting some bullshit.
This entire confrontation is ludicrous.
No, it really isn't. Not this time. You want to bring up how I don't follow protocol or honor? Well, guess what, you old hag. Capturing a human is part of my duty.
Well, I have a duty too. I'm looking for 2 other humans, and their lives depend on me because douchebags like you are picking fights with them.
Oh, good for you. Now that I know why you're down here, I'll just call for backup to look for those other little shits when I'm through with you.
Nobotushi, no!
Get off of me!
Varik, do something! Ah! Oh! Ah, ah, ah! Ow! My back. Keiko? Keiko, are you alright? Look what you did to your own aunt.
She had it coming. She was in the wrong for making such a foolhardy choice to run along with the likes of you.
You're a monster.
Yeah, aren't we all? No more games, Varik. I, Nobotushi Yaketsuku, the daredevil, the firefox, the guardian of Sakura Village, will be the one to claim your soul. I challenge you to a fight to the death.
Fine. On guard.
I'll join you. Let's do this together, Varik.
This is pathetic! You might as well just forfeit now, you feeble mage.
Ignore him. Just concentrate on throwing whatever you've got at him.
Let's begin.
Damn it! This isn't as easy as Trapjaw's cannon. It's gonna be hard to get out of this with how big the Naginata is.
You son of a bitch! You took my sword!
Great work, Mystery Man. Now let's finish him off.
I don't really know how to use this.
Just let me deal with him for now.
Varik!
Now I get to play dirty.
It's okay, Varik. I've got you.
Ah, how cute. The human's got a little red soul. That's a new one to add to the collection.
Thanks for the healing.
Yeah, no problem, but what do we do now?
Now you die!
This has gone on for long enough. You are at my mercy. Take this chance to actually be honorable and leave.
Shujin was right. We really do need to be more tough on you humans. This fight is not over. My bloodline is devoted, decisive, and determined. You destroyed my Naginata. Enough. That leaves us to a true battle of the sword. Face me head on, Varik. Let's see who really wins this time.
I guess I should ask, because I'm going all this way to meet him. What's the deal with this King Asgore guy? I mean, other than him being your guys' ruler and killing the other humans I first tried looking for.
Asgore? Well, there isn't much to say about him besides what you said. He's a painfully boring guy.
Really? Nothing? Not even why he was chosen as a leader?
Come to think of it, it is worth noting he is a boss monster.
Oh, and what's that?
To explain it in terms simple enough for you, boss monsters are these extremely strong monsters that pass down their strength by blood. Along with this, they cannot age until their children have matured into adult age. Which explains why Asgore has been around since the beginning of this whole being stuck underground thing.
If King Asgore is so old, then how come he doesn't have any kids?
Don't ask any stupid questions like that. Stay on track. Now, if you'll let me continue, there's only two prominent boss monster bloodlines these days. That of the Dreamers, Asgore's bloodline, and that of the Kitsune. Hopefully, you won't have to encounter any of the latter.
So by saying these boss monsters are stronger, and how much stronger are we talking?
Pretty strong. You'll definitely have to train if you want to defeat Asgore, but don't worry, your best friend will be here to save for you, so it should be no problem at all.
Right, saving.
Speaking of which, since I've saved for you, I should probably head out.
Weren't you just saying something about wanting to travel with me and that's why you dislike Martlet?
Well, yeah, but I'm a busy flower. I got places to be. I'll be back in a jiffy. Don't worry your little hat off.
What? Oh, you're so frustrating.
We need to stay strong. We can still win this.
Yes, but we need to be more careful about that brute strength Keiko told us about.
As you should.
You will need to do more than that to get past me at this point.
Shut up! Just die already!
Your cuts are very sloppy.
I told you to stop talking! Damn ankles! Crap!
My head. Swordsman, you release my nephew at this instant.
Wait, madam. Let Varik handle this. He's not going to kill your nephew. Trust me.
Have you had enough yet, Nobotushi Yaketsuku?
Go scratch!
I'll take that as a yes. A brash swordsman like you should humble himself and admit defeat in a fight such as this. Mystery Man, do me a favor and pick up Nobotushi's swords.
Oh, of course.
I am now giving you mercy. Again. Please, just accept it.
This is absurd! It has to be a ploy.
It's not.
And how can I trust you? You're still human at the end of the day.
Because a respectable swordsman that has honor should know that backstabbing is frowned upon from either side.
He is right, Nobotushi. This is exactly the type of lesson that you needed.
Why? Why are you giving me mercy? You should have killed me by now. You should have wanted to kill me.
But I didn't. I don't want to kill anyone.
Oh, really, huh? Then why are you a swordsman, then?
Well, I don't think I'd be able to sleep at night if someone other than me had a sword that can blast planets.
What?
Nothing. Forget I said anything.
Nobotushi, you should be thanking the swordsman, Varik. Now you understand why I did not see any harm in escorting him to the Dark Zone.
Well, now that this fight is finally over, I think it's time that you owe us an apology.
I agree, and make it a good one because it was long overdue.
Fine. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry for ambushing you and calling you names and trying to take your soul and all that. Now that I've lost, I'm gonna lose my damn job. The Royal Guard would definitely not want me back. Not after I was a failure.
We can't be winners all the time. It's not the end of the world.
You don't understand. I worked my entire life to become a Royal Guard. I did it for my family. I did it for Sakura Village. I did it for all the monster kind.
But not for yourself?
I guess not.
I knew there was a little something off about you when you first signed up. I expected you to be a lot more giddy like you normally are.
Everyone in the family did on Keiko. They all wanted me to be the big powerhouse, next in line for the overall bloodline. Now that Soroba didn't become a fighter.
This is quite interesting. So, you were pressured into joining the Royal Guard?
I guess that's accurate to say to a point.
I get what you mean. I've done things I didn't want to do either back on the surface. But those days have gone by now. Maybe this is your time to make your own choice of what you actually want, instead of listening to what everyone else pushes you around to do.
I never thought about that. I was always so caught up in honor and stopping the humans.
That you lost yourself?
Yeah.
Lost yourself is quite the understatement. I keep trying to give you these warnings in hopes to steer you into the right direction, yet you recklessly ignore them. This fight could have ended much, much more messy.
I don't mean to intrude, Keiko, but I don't think you're really clean in this either. It sounds to me that everyone in your family needs to learn to let loose a little bit more. Maybe that's why Nobotushi is always disobeying you.
The magician's right. I'm tired of always being treated like a mascot to our family. I just want to be free and live out my life. But I've been stuck having to always hear about protocol this and be proper that.
I suppose that is a valid point. I have been extra harsh on Nobotushi now that I think back on it. So, I suppose I shall try to be a bit more understanding of what you youngsters are trying to see for yourselves.
Thank you, Aunt Keiko. I'm really sorry for everything I did. I'm a horrible nephew. I called you a senile hag, I roped you in a fight that I could have just not started if I wasn't being a prick.
I suppose I can forgive you, but don't think you're off the hook just yet. I still very much believe you should be reprimanded for this huge disturbance. More of the Royal Guard are surely bound to arrive here soon, given that the festival has likely heard the commotion.
By golly, you're right. Quick, we need to hurry to the Dark Zone.
I'll handle it. It's the least I can do. If the guard comes by, I can... I'll tell them that it was a false alarm, and that they can put me back on my probation from all of this. I'll probably have to pay for that naginata, too.
Alright. We'd love to stick around, but I do think Mystery Man and I should really bail now. Glad to have at least patched things up, though.
Yeah, as some friends from earlier would say, we gotta bounce.
One last thing before you go, travelers. I'd like to give you both a parting gift. It'll help you through the Dark Zone. These are steel balls. The Dark Zone is full of pits and traps, so you can place these down to detect where to not go. Use this lantern too. As long as you follow the light, you will arrive at where fate shall take you next.
Yeah, and it's Hallow's Eve, so, don't let any ghosts get to you or something.
Jeez, don't get me scared.
We'll be fine. Thank you again, Keiko.
I bid you adieu, swordsman. May the rest of your trip be kind to you.
Yeah, you really aren't as bad as I thought you were, Varik. You have my respect.
Cool. Good luck on your swordsmanship. One day, if we're lucky, maybe I'll test you again to see if you've improved.
I'll have to make sure not to go easy again, then.
You don't think there's gonna be any actual ghosts in there, right?
One put it on my face once, but it was kind of stupid. I wouldn't worry about it.
What? Okay.
Delv, are you okay?
Oh man, what happened?
You fainted.
I greatly apologize. I should have known my story would likely take a toll on the one who was actually attacked by the human.
Yeah, really, Nuzzles.
Shut up, Paz.
I'm really sorry, Raine. It was just too overwhelming.
No, it's fine, I understand. But, like I said, you can't let this bother you forever. What's done is done. There's nothing we can do to change anything.
But I saw her clothes.
I get it. And I do agree, it is disturbing, especially since, well, I apparently look a lot like the last human who fell down here.
Were you perhaps related to the last human in any way?
No.
I see. Truly an unlucky coincidence, then.
That couldn't be more true. Well, I do feel a bit better now. I'm sorry for breaking down back there.
You don't have anything to apologize for, but I think it may be best if we start to leave.
Aw, man! Already? You still didn't play Super Smashing Fighters with me.
I didn't want to play that, though.
They don't have time to diddle-daddle, Paz. Carrion is likely making his rounds just about now as well.
Oh right, here's the guy we hid from earlier. It was nice meeting the both of you, but I do agree that Raine and I should go.
Yeah, thanks for letting us hide here for a little bit.
Oh, it's no big deal. You made living here with Paz slightly more bearable.
Hey! I could be a good roommate!
That's debatable.
Yikes. Well, have a good day, I suppose.
You too. Stay safe out there. The landscapes in Waterfall can also be unforgiving.
We'll keep that in mind. Alright, Raine, follow me. You hurt me more than just physically. You made me go into hiding and suffer from many panic attacks. But I'm not going to let that fear control me. I promised myself that in the ruins earlier. Somehow, though, I feel pity for you. you also do not deserve to be killed by that robot. So, rest well. This is where we part ways. For good. Let's go. I prefer we didn't stay any longer.
Boo!
Oh no!
Now let's see here. You must be the human girl that Trapjaw told me about.
Who?
Oh, you didn't know?
No, what?
Leave Raine alone! You put her down now! You big brute!
Alright, listen, dude. I don't know who you are, but you are interfering with Royal Guard protocol. I'm gonna have to ask you to stand back and let me do my job. Anyways, yes. I got intel from a bounty hunter in Snowden that you were spotted going to the Honeydew Resort. I was also told about another human who had a very powerful sword, though it's clear you two aren't with him.
Goodness me. First there's another human with a gun, and now there's one with a sword? There's 3 humans down here now?
Oh well. Off we go, little human. Just don't resist, and I promise you this won't be hard on either of us. I'm taking you to the king.
I won't let you take her.
Hey! You can't do that!
You can't just randomly come up and kidnap anyone either.
It's just part of my job! Besides, what are you two even doing anyways? Just trying to live out here in Waterfall. I bet you're already trying to get to the king. That human likely fell down by accident and wants to go home. That's always the story, you know.
I mean, he isn't wrong.
But I'm not gonna kill Raine. She's my friend.
What?
I'm serious.
Oh, well, that is, frankly, stupid. Humans are nothing but scum. She's likely taking advantage of you for protection as you go to Asgore, and then will kill you at the last second when you have no use to her anymore.
That's not true.
Sure it isn't.
It's not fair to judge Raine like that. You don't even know her.
Humans never change. That is a fact.
But not all humans are the same, just like how not all monsters are the same. Humans think monsters are scary and need to be killed, but I know for a fact that isn't the right thing to do. Especially after meeting Dalv. He overcame his own fears of humanity to help me, because he saw that I wasn't trying to hurt anyone. All I wanted to do was go home.
Sorry, kid, but I can't even make exceptions for a heartfelt speech like that.
What if we made a deal?
Excuse me?
You heard me. A deal. To,
Are you two seriously trying to bribe me right now?
Dalv, what are you doing?
Just let me think. Alright, Karen. I'm sorry for shooting lightning at you, but can't we pay you something for you not to turn us in?
And what would you two even have to offer me? I highly doubt you're carrying anything valuable on you.
Well, how much gold do you get paid for your duties?
Admittedly, the pay has been a bit slow because the god thought it best to put a bit more resources into training the newer soldiers. But that doesn't mean you two would have enough to pay more than what I'm being offered.
Or do we? How does, Oh boy, I can't believe I'm giving them this much. How does 3,000 gold sound?
3,000 gold?!
What? Dalv, how did you get that much?
I was just about to ask the same thing. How did you find all of that?
Well, I'm good with my money, you could say. So, how about it?
That is a very tempting offer, actually. That's probably enough for me to take a whole month off duty.
So if you take these, you'll promise not to tell anyone about Raine and I?
You know what? Fine. I'll let it slide this once. I'm not going to be able to guarantee your safety beyond this point, though. Especially if you run into our captain. But after making this transaction, I don't really want you to meet her either. I know you'd just snitch on me if you were captured by her. Now then, to ensure you don't meet our captain or anyone else in the guard, I'd heavily advise you take the path northeast. You'll end up in the dunes. It's very arid, but there's few guards that actually go there to patrol the area. Now, we never saw each other. Got it?
Got it. Thank you for compromising.
Whatever. Be off with you.
No Martlet, no Flowey, no Raine, and even no Varik. Where am I even supposed to go? There's like nothing out here. Dang, it's really dark in here. Wait a minute, why am I so afraid all of a sudden? I'm a gunslinger. Teach would want me to be brave. Varik, Raine, here I come.
Oh my goodness. Keiko did not lie about this place being dark. I can't see anything.
Mysteryman, give me the lantern. This part should be safe. I've been placing those steel balls around everywhere, and all of them have hit the ground we're standing on.
What a relief. I really want to get out of here. Something could scare us at any moment.
Ow! Hey, watch it!
Who said that?
Ugh, down here. Well. It's that time I met you, Varik.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
Are you somehow part of the royal guard even though you're a flower?
To answer your question, no. I'm not part of the guard. I mean, come on. The guard is full of knuckleheads. The name's Flowey. Flowey the Flower. And as for how I know you, well, let's just say I've got my eye peeking a little bit everywhere down here. But seriously, those kids are waiting for you, bounty hunter.
You've seen them?
Boy, have I! I was just with Clover a moment ago. You know who that is by now, right?
I knew I was looking for a kid with a cowboy hat, but I didn't get their name until now.
Better to get the answer than never, though. Clover's off heading to the East Mines, which this dark zone is connected to.
Oh, please tell me we're getting close to the end.
Hey, tell your magician friend here to stop being such a crybaby. The dark zone is almost over.
I am not a crybaby.
Where did Raine go? She's another human I need to find.
Ah, her. Well, I tried to offer my goodwill to her as far back as the ruins, but she didn't seem to be particularly fond of me. She's off running somewhere with another monster named Dalv.
Oh, right. I completely forgot about him. How'd you know that he's with her?
Dalv's escorting Raine to Asgore himself. I can't say I approve, but hopefully once you two can get to meet Clover, things will start to go according to plan.
Plan? What plan?
To get the humans back to the surface, of course. What else would we be doing?
Right.
Alrighty. Clearly, I can tell you both are going to be like Raine, are gonna try to do your own thing. That's fine. But I ain't lying about Clover. So, take that as you will. Au revoir, Varik!
Welp, I guess we'll have to wait and see if Flowey's lying to us. We're heading to those mines anyways.
He does give off some sketchy vibes. Let's concentrate on getting out of here.
Yeah. Wait, look over there.
Oh my word, it's a conveniently placed tunnel. That must be where we need to go.
Be sure to watch your step.
Ah! Oh, poo. I fell into one holes.